In the late 11th century, a delicate peace graced the lands of the Levant. Cities like Damascus, Aleppo, and the Holy City of Jerusalem were vibrant centers of culture, science, and commerce. Diverse communities coexisted under the sun-drenched sky, their daily lives a tapestry of prayer, trade, and scholarship. But this tranquility was about to be shattered. From across the Western Sea, strange ships appeared on the horizon, bearing unfamiliar banners marked with a cross. They called themselves Crusaders. To the people of the East, they were the Frange, a wave of foreign invaders whose arrival heralded an age of conflict and sorrow. The world they knew was on the brink of a violent transformation, one that would redefine their history for centuries to come. The initial shock of the invasion soon gave way to horror. The onslaught of the Frange was relentless and brutal. Great cities, once thought impregnable, fell one by one. From the perspective of the defenders, the sieges were nightmarish ordeals. At Antioch, the populace endured starvation and betrayal, only to face a massacre upon the city's fall. The ultimate blow, however, was the capture of Jerusalem in 1099. The Holy City, revered by Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike, was subjected to an infamous slaughter that sent shockwaves across the Islamic world. News of the fall and the desecration of sacred sites, including the Al-Aqsa Mosque, plunged the region into a state of profound grief and disbelief. The heart of their spiritual world had been torn out, leaving a wound that cried out for justice. In the wake of this catastrophe, the Muslim world was fractured and in disarray. Local emirs and rulers were often more concerned with their own rivalries than with presenting a united front against the invaders. For decades, the Crusader kingdoms solidified their hold on the coast, building massive castles and imposing their rule. Yet, amidst the despair, the embers of resistance began to glow. Preachers and poets lamented the loss of Jerusalem, their words stirring the conscience of the people and calling for a unified struggle, a jihad to reclaim what was lost. This call for unity found its champions in a new generation of leaders. Figures like Imad al-Din Zangi, the Atabeg of Mosul and Aleppo, began the arduous task of piecing the fragmented principalities back together, launching the first successful counteroffensive by retaking Edessa. His son, Nur al-Din, continued this mission with even greater zeal, uniting much of Syria under his banner and fostering an environment of religious and military revival. From this crucible of conflict and revival, a figure of legendary stature would emerge. Salah al-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub. Beginning his career in the service of Nur al-Din, Salah al-Din was sent to Egypt, where he skillfully dismantled the weak Fatimid Caliphate and brought the vast resources of the Nile Valley under his control. Following Nur al-Din's death, he methodically and masterfully united Muslim forces in Egypt, Syria, and parts of Mesopotamia under a single banner. He was not merely a conqueror, but a masterful diplomat, forging alliances and earning the loyalty of his emirs through his piety, generosity, and unwavering commitment to the cause. His leadership transformed the fragmented response into a focused, powerful movement aimed at a single ultimate goal: the liberation of Jerusalem. The culmination of decades of struggle arrived on a sun-scorched plain in the summer of 1187. At the Horns of Hattin, Salah al-Din's unified army brilliantly outmaneuvered and decisively crushed the main Crusader force. Through superior tactics, he lured the heavily armored Frange away from water sources, surrounding and annihilating their exhausted army. The victory was absolute, shattering the military backbone of the Crusader kingdom. With the path now clear, Salah al-Din marched on Jerusalem. In stark contrast to the bloodbath of 1099, his recapture of the city was a model of magnanimity and order. He offered generous terms, ransomed the poor, and ensured that Christian holy sites were protected. The triumphant return of the call to prayer from the Dome of the Rock symbolized the restoration of Muslim sovereignty and the fulfillment of a generation's vow. The liberation of Jerusalem was not the end of the conflict, as further crusades would follow for another century, each a new wave of invasion to be repelled. Yet, the story of this era was forever sealed in the collective memory of the Muslim world. It was not a tale of conquest, but of defense, a struggle to protect their homes, their faith, and their holy sites from foreign aggression. The legacy of leaders like Nur al-Din and, above all, Salah al-Din endures as a powerful testament to the resilience that arises from unity and the nobility of a just cause. This period remains a defining chapter, a story of loss and reclamation that continues to resonate through the heart of the Middle East, echoing the enduring spirit of a people defending their land.